FIRE movement stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. The goal is that your assets can cover your living expenses for the rest of your life. I'm Jillian Johnsrud. Me and my husband live outside Glacier National Park in Montana with our 5 kiddos. We've got a 4-year-old, 2 7-year-olds, an 11-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And my husband and I left our 9-to-5 jobs just over 4 years ago now. We became financially independent, which meant that our passive income covered all of our living expenses indefinitely. So when we got married, we had combined $55,000 in debt between student loan, credit cards, medical debt. We were both working full-time jobs with long hours in stressful situations. We never made $100,000 a year. But someone gave me this little piece of advice. We should try to save one of our income. So the very first year we were both in college, we only made $12,000, but we tried to save half. And at first we put that towards all of that debt repayment. It took us about 2 years to pay off our debt. And then we just kept saving. We built up an emergency fund and we started investing in our 401k accounts, our Roth IRAs. If you put money into your Roth IRA, you're going to be able to pull those contributions every year. So the great thing about early retirement is you can be really a lot more flexible in your tax planning. And eventually we bought rental properties. So we had been on this journey towards financial independence for a while, and we were getting really close. And we had 1 biological kiddo. We had adopted 3 kids. And then I found out I was pregnant. And it was really a catalyst. I just kind of felt like I was drowning. And I had a little bit of a mommy meltdown and said, honey, we need a new plan. So we started by just taking a year off as kind of an experiment of, do we like early retirement? Do the numbers actually work? And 1 year turned into 2 years, and 2 years has now become kind of indefinite. We don't spend a ton of money. We spend on average about $30,000 a year, which isn't a lot for a family of 7, but our lifestyle is so much richer than it ever was when we were making like $70,000 a year. We tend to travel for about 10 to 12 weeks every year. We have a camper. We love going to national parks. We own a camping spot in Montana that we park our camper at for the summer and just kind of swim in the river and go hiking every day. When we go on these trips, when we're gone for long periods of time, we're able to rent out our house on Airbnb or to long-term subletters, and it typically covers 100% of our travel costs. While it can be complicated and a little intimidating at first, the reality is I have people start with a very simple plan. And the plan is grow the gap. And the gap is the difference between your income and your expenses. And then guard the gap. And guarding the gap might be paying down your debt, investing, maxing out your 401k, maxing out your IRAs. Because the reality is once you have all of these assets, you'll figure out the rest of it over time. Like you don't have to have all the answers. I remember when we saved our first $10,000, I was blown away. Or when we saved our first $100,000. So every good decision you make creates more flexibility and more freedom in your life. Our kids love us being home and being available. And honestly, we're just more happy parents now.